Grand Risings, dear family. Wagwan, Ola, Konnichiwa, and or Shalom to every melanated man, woman, and child on this planet, aka all things which harbor the power of the melanated soul spirit of life. I am just a man with a conviction. What is my conviction? My firmly held belief and or firmly held opinion is that God will have his world, God will have his people moving God's speed forever. Soul speed. I got a message I want to drop here for a moment, talking about the 4 sevens that I came up with. Why am I coming up with these terms and throwing out all these videos and all these topics? It's because I desire to see the influence over our people, which has been over eons of years, been ingrained, indoctrinated, and influenced into the minds of our people, which is causing them to act and behave in ways that are against soul tradition and are just flat to flip out evil. Once you know better, you do better. But at any rate, so I want to make this video because I want to go ahead and throw out all 3 of my 4-7 philosophies in order to overwhelmingly and aggressively shatter the influence over our people. For once you know better, you do better. Romans 12, 1 and 2, Proverbs 23, 7. Romans 12, 1 and 2, be not of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And Proverbs 23, 7, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Doesn't say in a man, not a woman, just says, as one thinketh in his heart, so shall they be. But at any rate, 3 realms, right? 3 realms. Realm 1, intellect. Realm 2, soul. Realm 3, physical reality. Realm 1, intellect or spirit. Realm 2, soul or spirit. And realm 3, physical or flesh or reality or body. Now, I've been posting a whole lot of videos for the sole purpose of removing the influence over our people. For once you know better, you do better. Global child manumission. I have a 4-7 in all 3 realms that I would like to talk about, and that I would like to discuss, and that I would like to help people gain mastery of, if this concept can be used in some kind of way, shape, form, or imagination of that phrase's label and description to help destabilize the influence over our people. That is all I am posting these videos for, because here's the ultimate reality. Once everybody on the planet knows better and does better, that is the liberation of everyone. Fix your non-physical viscerals first. Always remember, never forget, how the enemy drove us here was primarily through force and manipulation. Force and manipulation. Beating and talking. Beating and talking. You ever heard of that Michael Jackson song, Just Beat It? They'll kick you and they'll beat you, then they'll tell you it's fair. But yes, the Michael Jackson song, Just Beat It, they'll kick you. Physical abuse. They'll beat you. Physical abuse. And they'll tell you it's fair. Non-physical abuse. Manipulation. Control tactics. Do some research on Dr. Yakub's Tricknology book. But at any rate, the 3 realms, intellect, spirit, physical. Intellect, spirit, physical. Realm 1's 4-7. If you've been watching some of my posts or watching anything that I have posted thus far, I have a 4-7 for realm 1. The 4 corner non-physical imprisonment system philosophy. I am coming up with shorter names to call it, but the 4 corners for the intellect, it was a 4 corners imprisonment system or non-physical imprisonment system. Then it was a 7 belief system pillars and or your 7 belief targets that need to be shot, taken down, and dismantled by any moral means necessary. Why? Like I said a billion times over, and I will keep on saying for the next 72 years straight, once you know better, you will do better. That is just a known logical fact right there. So why not say some things that'll help fix some people's minds? But at any rate, the 4-7 for the intellect, the 4 corners non-physical imprisonment system philosophy, meaning the characteristic spirits and their positioning in these corners. Each of these corners are the foundation for a belief system pillar to stand on. You follow what I'm saying? The 4 corners are each the principle of every single belief system that you have that needs to be dismantled by any moral means necessary. You have four beliefs. You'll have 7 belief systems, and each one comes with a 4-corner foundational standing to keep them afloat and keep them standing on. Now, the 4 corners: in the left corner, which was corner 1, pride; in the top corner, which was corner 2, jealousy; in the right corner, which is corner 3, wrath, greed, gluttony, and lust. The simultaneous talk is over in the right corner. The simultaneous talk is in the right wing. How that would look in reality: think about your politics or your people who want to talk a whole lot of mumbo jumbo just because they want to distract every man on the planet and prevent them from getting these disturbing things out of our faces. Because in reality, all of this really is to ensure that men stay disturbed, stay without peace, stay without love, stay deprived. That's what it's pretty much all about at the end of the day. Why? Because if we had our power to do something about the evil that is going on, we would do something about the evil within this world that is going on. So that is why the primary objective is to make sure that men do not have a chance to fight back at all, and the evil can just continue to destroy and destroy and destroy forever. Bottom corner, 4th corner: fear and or sloth or laziness. Now, in reality, the characteristic spirit of sloth is not, or the 7 deadly sins sloth is not really, none of them are honestly deadly sins at all. They're just characteristical spirits. That's all they truly are. They're not 7 deadly sins. Just the enemy wants us to keep away from anything that is going to be truly beneficial towards our development and our goodness in manifesting things. Our greatness at manifesting things. That's the primary thing the enemy wishes to do, is to keep us away from using our own intellects to make a betterment of our lives. They want everything that we are to be a detriment to everything that we are. They desire to turn all things natural against all things natural. This is why they tell you to lean not to your own understanding. This is why they tell you to worship jealousy. Exodus 34:14. But at any rate, corner 1, pride; top corner, which is the crown, jealousy; right corner, which is where the realm of the simultaneous talk resides, and in reality, how everybody just keeps on using distracting context and distracting talking to just make sure every man stays disturbed. Wrath, greed, gluttony, and lust. Characteristic spirits of wrath, greed, gluttony, and lust. And then the bottom corner, fear and or sloth. Sloth in reality is balance, not laziness. Fear. Here's how you can be fearless. Know what fear is. Have knowledge of what the word fear is. Have validation of it. The word fear defines as an unpleasant emotion. Notice something real quick. I've been talking about how God is inside of everyone and all life. God is inside of all things. He is inside of all life, giving them the abilities to live. God is the strength and vitality for humanity to function. God is the strength and vitality for all life to function. God is all of we and all things good and all things natural life. God is. Check these words out. Our Father, which art in heaven. Our Father, which art in heaven. Watch this. How does he feel to you right now? How does it feel to you right now? How does God's energy feel to you right now? You want to know how it feels? Like something that is not unpleasant at all. So why should God be feared, huh? You have to eliminate your fears of everything in order to succeed in trying to liberate yourselves from this influence, in order to dismantle, disintegrate, desecrate, incinerate, remove the influence, reject it. In order to reject this influence over you, all my family, you have to have no fear of anything at all, not even God. You have to drop anything. You have to eliminate anything involving fear whatsoever in order for this to work. You have to. You really don't have an honest to God choice. Honest to God, literally. God is a feeling, and a good one. And he ain't never been a different feeling other than that. He has been a positive, peaceful feeling all of his eternity, all of his existence, within all of his reality that he has been here with us, and he has never left nor forsaken us. My Father, my God, my Creator, how I believe, how I respect, and how I trust in him. But at any rate, the fourth corner, fear, the bottom corner, the one you want to avoid by any moral means necessary. Fear defines as an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something outside of you is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. Unpleasant emotion. Our Father which art in heaven is not an unpleasant emotion. He is a pleasant emotion caused by the belief. Your belief system is what you believe in, not what something outside of you tells you to believe in. Believe in what you truly need to believe in, not what the outside world chooses for you to believe in. And you got 7 belief system targets that I'm going to tell you about so I can give you some awareness on what they are that tells you what to believe in every single moment, second, walk, and step of your life. Dismantle them by any moral means necessary. Be fearless. Fear defines an unpleasant emotion caused by the belief that someone or something outside of you is dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat. The only thing that's dangerous, likely to cause pain or a threat is this government. If you decide to truly live a good life. Because at the end of the day, too, the ultimate reality is there's many different ways, yet one method of operation to describe how this government is in like one simple sentence. The ultimate truth is when you just take your eyes off of just one side of a species and just focusing on the horizon, focusing on everyone versus the right now, focusing on the horizon versus the right now, focusing on everyone, you'll really, truly, honestly realize that this government honestly just doesn't want us to live a good life at all. That's it. Period. It just does everything in its power to prevent us from living a good life. Because here's the ultimate truth. Here's the ultimate reality. Our souls are what the government is jealous of. Our souls is a naturally good energy. Our souls designed itself to live a naturally good, beautiful, and normal life. It designed itself to live that naturally. Our government is a jealous God. Our government is a jealous deity. So everything that the soul wants for us, it wants the opposite of, you see. Our soul wants us to live a good life, so it wants us to live a bad one. Our soul wants us to live in peace, love, unity, and advancement, so the government wants us to live in war, hatred, division, and stagnance. This is how jealousy works. Whatever you want, it will be wildly and greatly and very profoundly and morally against it. Very. Moving on, though, the 7 belief system pillars, BKA the 7 belief targets. Number 1, racism. Number 2, feminism. I'm not going to dwell on them too much. Number 3, your nerds and or geeks. Nerds and or geek culture. It's still a part of the same belief system. Now, I have an acronym for the word nerd and an acronym for the word geeks. I have an acronym translation for them. The word nerd, N.E.R.D, translation, neglected Earthrealm dreamers. And then geeks, G.E.E.K, there's two for this one. Gamers evading everyday knowledge and or gentlemen evading everyday knowledge. Either way it goes, you're just a group of people who are evading everyday knowledge. This world got you lazy and avoidance of a lot of things, just like it has all 4,000 religions on this planet and all 5,000 tribes on this planet, as well as all 7,100 languages on this planet, as well as all 195 countries on this planet, as well as 7 continents. So much division. Y'all don't see how this is a problem. But at any rate, let's keep on going so I can make it faster. You got 7 belief system pillars that need to be dismantled by any moral means necessary. And those were the first 3. Racism, feminism, and your nerd geek culture, because you're all lazy. But at any rate, the 4th one, the confused community. The 5th one, the gangstas. The 6th one, tribes. My tribal brothers. I really hope y'all wake up and get the message soon, because we need you all more than anything. Did you all know that about all 5,000 tribes have more people in it than virtually every country on the planet? Why aren't they doing something about what's going on? Want to know why? Because they don't know what's going on. Everybody needs awareness. Moving on. The 7th one, religions. That is realm 1's 4-7. that need to be dismantled by any moral means necessary. Long story short, the belief system or the four-corner imprisonment system, the four-corner non-physical imprisonment system within our minds that has us trapped and bound to this world, and/or that is causing our internal natural abilities to be used against us. When you dismantle that four corners, all 7 of the belief system pillars will fall automatically. This is unity talk right here. This is unity talk, giving us all an idea to stand on. That's all this is. Why am I giving it? Virtually sacrificing my life to do so, in a sense. Don't care. Your liberation is my liberation. Let's say if I don't lose myself in the process of me trying to tell people this, because these words can shatter someone's reality in the blink of an eye. I can have a conversation with you and shift your entire paradigm in the blink of an eye. I could. Just a couple of sentences is all I would need to have with you, just to sit down with you, just a couple of sentences, and I can change or warp your entire reality. Just a few seconds. That's all it would take. Very serious. But at any rate, let's move on. Those 7, if you want to get a good recap of what they are, rewind the video back. I want to move on so I can get all the other realms and 4 7s out as well. But at any rate, the 4 7 of realm 2, soul, or feelings, or where the internal God lays, the 4 7 of that area. The 4 7 of that area is pretty much capabilities. If you notice in my shorts, the 4 7, I gave you 4 styles of spiritual communication. First style was spiritual expression, manifest, soulful, tranquility. Spiritual expression, meaning right here, source, all good, all things good, beautiful, normal, and natural, concomitantly. Spiritual expression, manifest, soulful, tranquility. Then you got style number 2 out of the 4, spiritual depression, expression versus depression, or expression versus depression. Spiritual expression causes soul vexation. Style 3, spiritual awareness. What every religion on this planet needs to come to immediately. We need you, the people, not the belief system. We need the people in the religions, not the belief system. You can leave that religious belief system where it came from, the devil's mouth. Oh, your belief systems are different than mine, so you people stay over there, far away from ours, huh? That's what every religion is. There's 4,000 of them on the planet. They all do the same thing, separate us. By forcing us to believe this style of method versus that style of method. That's what they all are for. Spiritual awareness will eliminate the poison of the religious belief indoctrination over you. Spiritual awareness manifests soulful balance. Then you got spiritual avoidance, the last one of the 4 for this 4 styles of spiritual communication. I'm going to get to round 3, so I'm speeding it up a little bit. Style 4, spiritual avoidance. Spiritual avoidance, its foundational root source, its foundational source root connection stem source is war, hatred, division, and stagnance concomitantly. What this world wants you to live in. Spiritual avoidance. We only experience spiritual avoidance due to the world trying to keep us away from the actual spirit, the powers inside of us. Lean not to your knowledge, but to mine, something that's in front of you, not that's internal of you, where your spirit is. Spirit is a non-physical part of a person, which is the seat of emotions and character. Remember, I made a joke about the spirit and how I can summarize it more quickly for people to grasp it more faster. I'm going to say it again. We're like walking Megazords from the Power Rangers. And we got a third eye Power Ranger that hops into the Megazord seat and says, "Go, go, person Ranger, Megazord." You know? 4 styles of spiritual communication. Spiritual avoidance is the 4th one. Spiritual avoidance manifests soulful depravation. Spiritual avoidance only happens due to the world that we are in the state of things as they actually exist. War, hatred, division, and stagnance. Now, the 7 for the soul realm. Most of the 4 7 for the second realm is just capabilities. Now the 7th, the 7 for the soul realm was, the soul realm was the 7 dimensions of thought power. The 7 dimensions of thought power. And I see what they really are in honesty are just the 7 gates, which will actually be the physical 7, which is the 7 gates. Now, the 7 gates, the difference between the soul realms 7 and the physical 7, because they're both just the gates, honestly, or just awareness of how the gates work. The difference is that according to my philosophy that I'm trying to present to you, the characteristic spirits that draw from each of the gates are the main thing I wanted to give awareness towards, which is wrath, greed, gluttony, and lust, pride, envy, and sloth, and/or balance. And then there's also life, which is the 8th spirit that no one talks about, because we didn't even know that there was 8 deadly sins, even though they're not even deadly sins. They're just characteristic spirits. We've been lied to about everything, even the 7 deadly sins. Why was that lied about? Oh, I know why. Because it's a part of our internal capabilities, which the world wants us to keep away from and see it as bad. 7 dimensions of thought power. Your root nature organ, where wrath, greed, pride, and jealousy stem from. Then you have your sacral nature organ, your intimacy powers, where the lust characteristic spirit stems from. Then you have your solar plexus nature organ, or solar plexus chakra, where the gluttony characteristic spirit stems from. Then you have our Father which art in heaven, the heart chakra, where the spirit of life stems from alone. Then you also have the crown, the Megazord seat, where the spirits hop in to elicit of you good, bad, or balance. I know I'm doing all these choreographs with my body. I just want you to get as fast as possible. But at any rate, the seat, the crown chakra, it also stems the spirit of life. The spirit of life stems from the heart, and it also stems from the crown. It stems from both the heart and the crown. It stems from both of them. Now, the next one, you have the throat nature organ, or the throat chakra. Now, both the balance characteristic spirit and the life characteristic spirits stem from the throat chakra simultaneously. The breath of life and the balance using the power of your voice, or the controlling of things, or how to communicate. That comes from the balance powers. That comes from the power of your third eye. Speaking of the third eye, the last one of realm 7, the 7-dimensional thought powers. Balance alone is the characteristic spirit that stems from your balance chakra, or your third eye chakra, or your pineal chakra, or your pineal nature organ, or your third eye nature. Many different names, one method of operation. In reality, when you look past all the chakra names and things of that nature, what you'll honestly realize is that your third eye just simply harbors the power of your moral intelligence, your perception, your natural standards. Moving on, though. The physical 4-7. The physical 4-7. The 4 key exodus words that I just started posting in some of those videos. And like I said, the 7 physical. The 4 key exodus words were morals, principles, standards, and character. Morals, principles, standards, and character. Morals, principles, standards, and character. Gain full mastery and awareness of those 4 words so you can figure out how to use them to open up the gates and let those negative characters out. All I'm really simply doing is what someone else already did. Tell you how to live a better life. You want to know who that someone else already did, and the way he told you how to do it? You got it right. Yeshua, King Yeshua. He's the one that puts you through. When you look at the scriptures through logic, it's called the first death. But then it's like, then there's a second death. So, in all honesty, my whole 4-7 philosophies in all 3 realms, it's a third one. How is it a third death? How am I gonna take the lives of anyone? I have no power to do anything whatsoever. Peek this out right here. I made a video not too long ago speaking of some very vile things in regards to a certain group of people. I'm gonna say this in the context to completely clear up the hidden message that I had in it. Nothing immortal can be killed. Did you all know that we are naturally immortal people? Did you know that we're naturally immortal? Did you know that our natural standards gave us immortal achievements to live by? Did you know that? And here are the oppressors, so to speak. Their main goal is to find immortality. Y'all were born with it. You were born with the power, man. You were born with immortality. So that's just a side note, though. If you try to hurt something immortal and succeed, put it down, put it to sleep, you know what something immortal is going to do? It's just going to wake back up again and get back up again. That's all it's going to do. When it comes to something immortal, immortal things don't die. Things immortal don't die. This is how the enemy can just keep on attacking and keep on attacking and keep on attacking and keep on attacking. And we just still here. It just keeps regenerating. The soul just keeps regenerating, family. It just keeps regenerating. The soul just doesn't stop regenerating ever. We have a non-stop regeneration soul. Like it just keeps healing over and over and over again. There's even a spot in Revelation that talks about how one of the soul's duplicates had regenerated from a very, very severe and fatal wound that looked like it should have killed him. But it didn't. It just healed. It just healed. Just comes back. It just gets back up again. It just gets back up again. So my goal with the whole intellectual 4-7, the physical 4-7, and the physical 4-7 is to wake you all back up again. For once you know better, you do better. But the reality is, you're already awake, wide awake, but you're not at the same flipping time. Very confusing, huh? No, it's not. No, it's not at all. It's very simple. We're just under consistent attack. These ideas put into the proper perspective, put into the proper method, or put into the proper mode of operation, these ideas right here will help you stop them, prevent them, and never allow them to happen again, like black slavery. But at any rate, here's a full recap real quick. Intellect 4-7, 4, the non-physical imprisonment system philosophy, 7, the 7 belief system pillar targets, soulful or spirit or feelings, 4-7, the 4 styles of spiritual communication, and the 7 dimensions of thought power, meaning where the characteristic spiritual mentalities stem from each one of their nature organs or each one of their chakra gates that they stem from. And now the physical 4-7, the 4 exodus keywords, or the 4 key exodus words, how to access or properly tap into those powers, just by having knowledge and awareness of how to tap into those powers. Because everybody has them. It's in everyone. It's in everybody. Everybody has them and everyone has them. It's in everyone and it's in everything. Everybody has the ability to tap into it. Just got to know how. That's all. So 4-7 for the physical. The 4 key exodus words. Exodus. Why do I see exodus? Because this information, I can almost guarantee you, I want to just say guarantee you, but I need to engage with you, my family. I need to engage with you. This information will help you get out of this bottomless shadow of death pit influence. This information, these Exodus keywords, will help you get out of the bottomless shadow of death pit influence. It will. And it must. That's the only reason why I'm even saying it out loud. Because I know once the influence goes, so do all the evil people. No, you're not going to die physically. Non-physically, yeah. Oh yeah, non-physically, this information is going to take you down. Most definitely. And I'm going to be very glad to see that, because I'll save that for another video. But at any rate, the 4 Exodus keywords to have full mastery and awareness of, or full awareness and mastery of, are morals, principles, standards, and character. And then you got the 7, which is pretty much the 7 characters. If I wasn't clear about it enough yet, I'll be clear about it now for the 7 in the physical realm. It's just the 7 gates and the 7 characters. That's all it is. We got gatekeepers in our physical who are preventing us from accessing the spirit. Do you see how all this is connecting? Do you see how all it connects? Do you see yet? I'm not gonna stop until you do. It's my conviction. But at any rate, the 7 gates and 7 characters. The 7 gates, we know what they are. The 7 chakra gates that the keepers keep and prevent us from having full access to, so we can live our heaven on the Father's heart versus the hell on the Mother's earth. Because right now we live a hell on the Mother's earth when it should be a heaven on the Father's heart. Heaven on the Father's heart, meaning peace, love, unity, and advancement in reality. Hell on Mother's earth, meaning war, hatred, division, and stagnance in reality. But at any rate, 7 gates: root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart, nature organ or heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye and or pineal chakra, and then your crown. The crown chakra, the crown spirit area, the non-physical part of a person, which is the seat of emotions and character. Let's get this real quick. I'm going to say these couple more things and I'm going to go ahead and close out. And I'm going to say the 7 characters and then go ahead and close out. The non-physical parts of a person, non-physical part of a person. Everyone's a person, brother, like, and sister. Everyone is. So that means that the spirit is a part of everyone, evenly distributed. Do you see how this is connecting? You're not escaping this. You're just not. This is not something you escape. This is not something you escape. It is not. Why? Because I'm a narcissist, man. Yeah, your liberation is my liberation. Once you all are aware of these things, and once you know better and do better, you will give me the world I deserve. World of freedom, and peace, love, unity, and advancement. 400 years of regeneration, replenishment, restoration, and renewal. I get to participate in 150 of them, according to the math of what's going to actually manifest when we win. Because here's the reality. I'm not just going after your belief systems. I'm also going after your agriculture. I just want to just put a whole lot of stuff in your heads, because here's the ultimate reality. The reason why there's so much of a pounding beatdown going down on humanity is because we are the only beings that can stop this entity that is attacking us right now. We're the only thing, we're the only essence of creation that has the abilities, the reasoning capabilities to stop this beast. This government is a literal evil beast. We have to stop it. The 7 gates, or the 7 characters, and I'm going to close out. Wrath, greed, gluttony, lust, pride, envy, and sloth. But in reality, it's not sloth. That is just balance. That is just a lukewarm nature. There is nothing evil about the sloth. Nothing. There's nothing 7 deadly about him. But then here's another thing too. I want to also give this one. There's 2 more characters. Now see, in the book of Revelation, when you study it using logic, you'll also learn that there's an 8th spirit. There's an 8th spirit, and that spirit is the spirit of life, our Father which art in heaven. But see, when I did more logical breakdown and a more logical study, and I also found out that there's a 9th character and a final one. There's a 9th and final character. I only want to get you focused on 7 because you only need to really know about 7 right now so you can know how to beat it and come back to the 8th. Because my whole thing is to get you all to shatter the 7, come back to the 8th character. Shatter the other 7 belief systems and come to this 8th character right here. Our Father which art in heaven. Be him, right? Now the 9th character, the government. That's all. Politics, Democrats, Republicans, all of that bull crap, all that distracting talk and all that noise to keep us from focusing on who and what we truly are and how and why we really want to live. You follow what I'm saying? That's all it is. A standard is the quality level of attainment of something. That's what a standard is. Something you have already achieved long ago. Just like our Father which art in heaven achieved his standards long ago. But then you got this ninth belief system here, you see, that tore out all of the other belief systems from the eighth one I'm trying to get everybody to come back to. It's all connected. I mean, that's the standard we started out with. Why we got to live with new ones? Why we got to have different ones, right? You follow what I'm saying? You get me? You dig it? Homie? We shouldn't have to live with laws. We shouldn't have to live with imaginary borderlines. We shouldn't have to live with numerous races. We shouldn't have to live with numerous shades of melanin. We shouldn't have to live with anything evil at all. We shouldn't, because evil is a very disturbing thing, period. Any regard of evil is very disturbing, period. And when you gain mastery of this spiritual infrastructure is what I'm ultimately delivering here. When you gain mastery and awareness of this spiritual infrastructure is what I'm ultimately delivering here. When you gain mastery of it, you'll be able to spot it all and stop it all and prevent it all from ever rising again. That's all I want to say for this video. 3 realms, 4 sevens. 3 realms, a 4 and a 7. Watch all them shorts. I'm going to start talking about characters and standards next or soon. Or gates and characters. The 7 gates and characters. That's what's coming next. That's what I got. That's what I'm going to start posting next. Eventually some people are going to see it. Maybe, man, I don't know. But when you do, when you start learning and you start gathering what I'm really trying to get at you, that's the end of all of this garbage we dealing with. Because y'all going to end all of this garbage we dealing with. Want to know why? Simple, because once you know better, you do better. Here's the truth. This world wants you to do worse. It wants you to do bad. War is bad. Hatred is bad. Division is bad. Killing is bad. I am against any and all things anti-life. Killing is bad. Unfortunately, doing good is just better than bad. Unfortunately. Who would have known? Who would have known? No one would have known. We just kind of came and just kind of exist here, you know. And what's natural and didn't do anything to make it happen. And just, oh, there we go, you know. And we just getting attacked for it. We getting attacked for being booped, yo. Man, we getting attacked for being booped. We got booped in this world and we getting attacked for it. You shouldn't have got booped. We didn't even control that. Y'all not escaping this truth. Y'all not escaping this victory. You're not escaping this. The millennials are going to be the one to win this war, I guarantee it. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family.